Ladies and gentlemen, totally enjoyed the show, guys. Now, I think in general, when you see people and you see people in general doing things in life, and I was watching this one video on TikTok. Now, this guy can sometimes appear very insensitive. He can sometimes appear like people have a choice in the matter, right? Not everyone has a choice in the matter of being in a side hustle situation that's successful. Not everyone has a choice in the matter of finding a good job. Not everyone has a choice in the matter of dealing with poverty in a way where they can overcome it. Not everyone has that choice, right? But in general, I think, there's more opportunity. This person was basically saying, what's your excuse to not have a side hustle? What that's successful? Or what's your excuse to not be making more than 70,000 a year, whatever he was saying. I think in general, some people don't have that ability. I think, we all live in and he was saying 60% of the population lives check to check, which is less than it was before. I think people are doing much better now. People have way more money now. People are living a better life. But, I think, if you have someone that is, you're telling people in general, you're like saying to them, how come you don't have a side hustle that pays a lot? Not everyone even knows how to do computers. Not everyone knows how to make money. Not everyone is good with their money when they make money. Not everyone is able to use technology. Not everyone is able to have a skill when they are using technology. Not every side hustle is done by someone that isn't trying to scam. So, there's a lot of things to look out for. Whenever I see a new side hustle online, I have YouTube and TikTok, grateful. I know I'll be famous. I know I'm going to do well. I know I'm very up and coming. So for me, it's not a concern. But when I see some side hustles, you're like, and you're the Elon Musk side hustles or whatever, or the side hustle with Bitcoin. I just think scam, scam, scam right away, right? But maybe they're not. I don't know. But I mean, they just scream scam to me. So if you are someone that's like, he's right, why am I not doing a side hustle that pays well? Some side hustles I believe are scams, and I think some people are taken advantage of because of comments like that guy said, right? Anyway, I really think, we live in a world now, yes, there's a lot more side hustles, and yes, you can work a job that pays better a lot easier, and yes, you can get the training you need and all that, but some people don't start out with money. Some people don't have family or friends that can support them. Some people have mental health issues. Some people have no one to turn to for advice. Some people have no voice and no confidence. Some people have all these struggles, right? So it's not like you are, in general, going to know what to do or automatically have a side hustle and you're just railing in money or raking it in with money. Not everyone can do that, right? But I do see its point in general. If you're good with computers and you have the ability to make a YouTube channel, TikTok channel, whether you do or not, but there's other side hustles you can do. There are a lot more opportunities. It's obvious. There's way more opportunity than there was before. I mean, if you have a TikTok and YouTube channel, you even see the competition and how different things are available and different things are not necessarily competitive because we can all just do them on our own and then overcome our issues because we have opportunities on our own, right? I really think, that's true. To some extent, there are way more side hustles and there are way more things that we can do, but not everyone's equipped to handle that, right? Anyway, I do think that it's getting better though for people. I think, people are way richer than they were before. I think I checked out the top 1% of income earners, and they make 500,000 a year. The top 1%. Now that's the top 1%. So if you're not doing that well, that's the top 1%. So don't be surprised if you're not the top 1% that you're making less, right? But in general, the top 1% is making 500,000 a year. That's the highest that they earn, right? Oh, no, that's the lowest that they earn. The top 1%. That's the minimum amount of earnings. $500,000 a year for the top 1%. That means that as you get lower in the ranks, I think the top 9% make 100,000 a year, right? 9% of the population makes 100,000 a year or more. So, that's pretty cool, right? Like, you know, you are still going to get the poverty people and the homeless people, but in general, if you're talking about making money, that's like gold, right? Like 100,000 a year, top 9%. That, no, 9% isn't the be all end all. That's not like everyone, but I mean, it's pretty good considering. Anyway, totally enjoyed the show, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm itchy, darling. I'm itchy, itchy, itchy. But yeah, I mean, I totally understand where the guy is going with this. You know, I think he's just trying to say, you know, get on a side hustle now while you can, because everybody's making money. It's a helpful video. I mean, if you never thought you could do a side hustle and you see this and you're thinking, hey, maybe I can, and you do become rich, great. You know, it is helpful. But you know, just the way he puts it, you know, just like everyone could do it, you know, and not everyone can. But in general, I think if you are someone that is able to do a side hustle, I recommend doing it because you can make a lot of money and then you could leave your regular job. Now, I don't think, you know, that people are, you know, having, you know, everyone needs a job at some point. And I think if you don't have a side hustle that pays well, working a job is beneficial. I don't think you should just not work because you have no money from your side hustle. I think you should still work and just quietly take in the negativity with a job, or the positivity, because some jobs are very positive. But you know, just deal with it as it comes, right? But I mean, in general, I think there is a lot more opportunity, and I think, you know, if you never thought it'd be possible to have a side hustle and do well, you know, he's trying to basically say, in general, I think this is what he really is going at now that I think of it, is that you can do it, believe it or not, you know. I don't think he was trying to be mean, but it just sounded like, you know, because some people really can't do a side hustle, right? But I think what he was trying to say is basically like, nowadays there's no excuse to have a side hustle that doesn't pay well because everybody's doing it and it's really fun and it's so much easier than it was before. Not to say that it's easy for everyone, not to say that everyone wants to even do it, not to say that people aren't happy with their jobs even if it's minimum wage. Some people like their jobs. Some people like their jobs, and they make enough money, or they don't feel they need more, or they feel like they're happy with where they're at. There's nothing wrong with that, dogs. Anyway, totally enjoy. Bye now. But yeah, maybe there's more chance of a side hustle that you get benefits and paid tons on. Bye now.